What's going on, my crew? This is Jay. Welcome to another episode of Jay's Adventures. And yeah, adventures we are going to be having because I'm doing a little bit of revamping. Gonna go through this. You know, here's the thing. First of all, I'm recording a little bit early for the week, but I sort of was sitting here and doing up some building and stuff like that, and I was like, you know what? I really should be recording this because it's just something we should be doing together. So here's the thing that we've got going on. First of all, I revamped these stairs because, as you guys can see, ooh, I need to push this back one. Just noticing right now, this should be a 3. So right to here, and this should be pulled back. And these are things that I'm working out right now, and it's not exactly the most fun thing in the world, but it's something that needs to be done, and so we do it. Here we go, and bada bing. Pull out those torches and hang them just like that. This gives us a lot more space than we had before, for those of you guys that remember how little space that we had. And again, I did this wrong, even though that looks good. Once again, big problems that we're having here. I want it to be indented like that, but I can't, so we might be doing something a little bit different for this room, just because it's hard to work this whole setup into it. But what I want to show you guys is a little bit of consolidation I did. So this hallway doesn't curve around, and I kind of liked that curve, but when you really look at it down the hallway perspective, it looks a lot better looking like this than it does before, because we can hang up some pictures on these walls. So I'm gonna come down here and show you guys a few other things. I went ahead and I did something a little bit different down this hallway. I closed off that, and we need to take as many of these oak trees as possible, because that's kind of what's stopping me from going further. I closed off those gates because I really didn't like the idea of having to go all the way around the entire base to get where I needed to go. If I want wood, I want to get it as quickly as possible. So I figured that probably the best bet to do that would be what we're doing here, which is sort of coming down immediately and being able to say, okay, well, I need wood, so I'm going over here, get the wood, and then immediately be able to go back. And this is wrong. Fix this really quick. Boop, boop. Doo-doo. Okay. So a little bit tight in that area, but I'm willing to accept it for the mere fact of the matter that it is a tight space. You guys can probably hear a lot of sounds from zombies and such, and that's because I went ahead and I hooked in this guy right here. I think there's a baby zombie swimming in there or something. This is the other thing I revamped. Oh, no. That's where the baby zombie is. Hey, buddy. You, I do not appreciate lurking around my base. Let me close this up. Again, would love to put some pictures up there. But this gives a more grand entrance into a bigger area, which I'm going to have to make these areas possibly a little bit bigger. I'm not sure yet. I have to see what the size is going to be. But these grand entrances, and this also allows me to put the ceiling a lot higher if I wanted to, but I don't. I like it the way it is. It's nice, simple, sweet, to the point. And I'm probably going to end up... Sorry, late night recordings, I have trouble with that. I'm probably going to change these stairs as well. I do not like how, you know, you have these large hallways and yet this going on. And one of the things I was thinking about doing is, you see how we have these grand type things going on over here. I believe originally the way this was supposed to work, yep, this guy's right in the back, so we can't necessarily go any further than that. And I messed up, and I tweeted this out. This was supposed to be flipped. This hallway was supposed to go back this way, which then would have continued to center around that, but since it didn't, yeah. So a few options that I have on this is I could technically continue down this way, and what that would do is, just to give you guys an example, this would come down on a landing right here, right? And then we could go 1, 2, 3, and have people come off on this, with some more stairs to this side right here, sort of like a landing on the inside here, and or, well, no, I want to keep it like this so that I can actually have access to this, but I could continue it down this way, and I believe on that lower area it should be, yeah, it's going this way, so it would end up, we might be able to fit it so it ends up coming down this way, if I do it correctly. I'm trying to think, because, see, this is one of the hard things with doing these, is you get into this sort of, like, roll with it, where you got what's in your mind, and then you get down to the dirty, nitty-gritty part, and you're like, oh, this is horrible. I went, and this middle part is going to be used for the sheep farm, so I had to move these guys. Originally, the way I had it built, inside this middle part was going to be a lot more a lot more chicken pens and pig pens and cow pens. That didn't work out. I'm yawning again. I'm very bad at keeping myself from yawning. And that goes for any time. So I had to move the cows, and I think this will work a lot better on the outside. What I'd like to do is I would like to have some ports open eventually, where we can sort of deal with when and if we get more animals. I'm not going to bring horses down here because I just don't feel like it's needed. I mean, horses are nice and all, but I mean, maybe I'll set up a small place in here where I could bring some horses. Oh yeah, all of our dogs disappeared. I don't know what happened to them. They're gone. I think it's a glitch from the snapshot. So I could bring them in here and store them somewhere in here, but again, I mean, I really don't see any need to put horses in here. But then again, you know, what's the need for cats and what's the need for dogs? So I could drag a few down here, but they wouldn't be able to fit down like this. I'd have to like lower them in somehow, which is the reason why I want to avoid that at all costs. Light this place up a bit. So I want to go downstairs and show you guys the mob grinder and how the arena and mob grinder works in with itself. And originally I was starting to build, this is a funny story, this is supposed to be the storage section, and I was starting to build the section above here. Not supposed to do that. It's kind of funny, I think. Okay, so here's where the big issue lies. Originally, I was supposed to be able to, the mob grinder was supposed to be basically right here, and that's how it was going to work, but instead we've got it over here. So we've got this mob system, and you'll be able to hear it in a second. That's smashing anything. As you guys can see, I already gathered quite a bit of stuff from it. and just things from working inside the actual mob grinder in and of itself. You'll hear things fall from time to time, and in case something does, I got 2 slime blocks. Oh, biscuit, 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 biscuit. Wow. Holy cow. Where did that go? Oh, there it is. Let's say. Well, that was a great example. So yeah, if something falls down here, it's gonna immediately walk out, and it will get pushed automatically through. And they bounce on these, so most of them will survive the fall. And pretty much, unless you come up with the first 5 or 6 layers, I'm gonna shut this. You should be fine. 5 glowstone dust. Wow. That's almost a whole glowstone from that one witch. Which reminds me, I do want to add one piece to it at some point to be able to shut off those those slime blocks. And I'd like to be able to selectively open up one of these and have them gather there at the bottom and use it as a experience grinder, or loot, really, where I could get massive amounts of loot just by hitting with this sword. Would be nice. But this is going to be the storage room. I'm not going to build it quite yet. It's going to be quite the project there, and I want to avoid that if at all possible. Right now my main focus is on continuing to try and mine out the things that need to be mined out, which really isn't much, with the exception of the storage room. And then of course we've got this room up here, which I'm probably going to consolidate once more. But it's kind of difficult because we need like special rooms like a ballroom and all that stuff. So right now I'm just focused on getting these stairs crafted and getting the things that I absolutely positively want to have in the area built. So, and we're also going to need quartz for this area, so kind of pushing it off right now. But up here, I mean, already I'm really liking the way this color is meshing with the grass. I thought for a second that was a creeper. Holy cow. There we go. And we'll add this layer right here. And then this is supposed to go right there. And then we'll mirror that on that side. Grass will be put in. I just want this 3x3 area right here to be nice. You know what, though, guys? This is teaching me a lot about interior decorating and trying to fit a lot of stuff into an area. It's really the first thing that I've ever, like... Oh, I want to go to the tree farm. It's really the first thing that I've fully planned out. And sometimes the things you plan out don't work out the way that you wanted them to. That's the way life is. So just deal with it. Learn to cope. That's what my dad told me when I was a kid. I still haven't learned to cope. I did want to really thank you, a lot of you guys, for your support. Over the last couple days, I've been getting tons of people just sending me all sorts of like awesome things. You know, I'm at the place right now where give me that apple. What am I gonna do with these? I don't know. Maybe I should turn them into golden apples. Nah, I'll just eat them. I'm at the place where I've got people commenting. So many of you are giving me so much support. It's ridiculous. And you know, I have to say I'm a little overwhelmed, a little bit, with this whole thing. And of course, last episode we kind of had a talk, but I've decided, and I don't know why this is controversial at times, but for some people it is. But I just want to be frank with some of you guys on what I'm going to be doing, in case you see all of a sudden, hey, Jay has a bunch of views on this video. My next paycheck, I'm going to actually invest a little bit of money in the channel. And basically what you can do with some of your videos is you can promote it. And basically all that is that I take one of my videos In this case, it's going to be the video with me and Averdo, and you promote it. So I make it so that it's like an ad almost before you watch someone else's videos, and it'll be to people that are not subscribed to me. And the hope is that they'll watch the little first part, and they will then proceed to watch the whole thing, in which case I hope that they will enjoy it, and then they might join the crew. So just a little thing to help get this channel a little bit bigger, which I've been trying to garner a little bit more viewership from people, just because, you know, I enjoy what we have here, and I want to spread it around a little bit, and hoping that will help. But I never know. Every time I've done it in the past, it's been almost a waste of money. But I just want to give it another go and see, because most of those I've kind of blamed on the actual episodes. But now that I've got an actual funny episode that's good, I'm hoping that through that, I just realized, yeah, we're definitely going to have to feature this a little bit different. We'll come up with something. Now that I have some good episodes to show, I would like to actually give that opportunity out, to be able to actually show that to people. And of course, Averdo is helping a lot. I hope you guys are finding that entertaining. We are having a blast doing the Jet Team stuff. So, but yeah, you guys make it all possible. You really do. And if I can give any advice to people on, you know, what they should be doing for getting more subscribers, or whatever you want to call it, it's be appreciative of the subscribers you already have. You know, I can go ahead and buy a bunch of subscribers off some sort of thing, get 1,000 subscribers, but it doesn't mean much unless they're actually watching and commenting and viewing, and, you know, that's what you guys do. And even if you get like bots, because they do exist, where, oh, crap, what did I do wrong? What in the world? It's supposed to go here. Okay, yeah. Even if you get bots that comment for you, which, like I said, exist, sadly, it's never the same. It really isn't. There's something about when you guys comment on the video, and you guys speak from your hearts, that's really supportive. And not just of me, just of other people watching in general. It makes them feel like, you know, I may not be able to comment on other videos, but I know that when I watch Jay's Minecraft Crew, that I won't be attacked for something that I say. And I hope that I can carry that through all of my days on YouTube. I hope that none of you guys start arguing with each other or trying to have some sort of debate. But, you know, you guys are good people, and I'm worried that one day, if I get bigger, that maybe that might go away. And I know you guys wouldn't, but if the channel got bigger to the point where some people would come in and that aren't necessarily from the original and don't know what I think about it, I don't know, you know? So as long as I can, I want to keep that feeling of that this is a safe place, you know? Other places, you might get ostracized for saying something, but here, as long as you're not putting... There's one thing I do hate. Do not ever put in my videos something like, hey, I watched your video, now come subscribe to me. Don't do that. That's rude. Rude. Like that potato. That's a good screenshot. There we go. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, so little recap before we wrap it up. I want to finish off that one room. I need to figure out what I want to do with it, and also, I want to figure out these stairs a little bit better. A little bit better transition of these stairs is going to be crucial. I'm liking the way this thing is looking. It's definitely looking good. Oh, I almost fell in that well. But certainly not up to par like I would like it to be, but, you know, we'll get there. Next episode, we're gonna be in here again, and I'm hopefully gonna have a lot done. But the episode after that, I think we're gonna head back to the Roman town, and just gonna do some work over there a little bit, and we'll go from there. I want to build some little houses, and I want to do an episode where we're gonna do that. So, we're gonna build little, tiny, mini. I think they're called domuses. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. All that end of the episode jazz. But until next time, happy mining. That's this thing. And crafting, which is... Oh, I thought that was a crafting table. We'll see you guys later.